Hi guys, it's Mimberly and welcome back to the channel. After the heartbreak of the Zane myth, I decide I hate myself. I'm gonna go and play the Rafayel one. Sea of Golden Sand. Shout out to my friend again for letting me borrow her account to play through this, because I, again, do not have this unlocked on my account because I hate myself. Oh, crikey. Right. I got my cup of tea, we're ready to go, and it's a little cauldron, so I don't think we can get much cuter than that. Okay. Here we go. Many, many years have passed on the humble planet of Phylos, and on this land lives a noble princess. Her heart, pure and flawless, is blessed by the gods. It protects Phylos forevermore, granting immortality to its denizens. The source of Phylos' glory is the princess's heart, and it's earned her endless love and respect. Everyone wishes the best for her highness. To protect her heart, the princess made a small sacrifice. She can never leave the palace. Books describe Phylos with winding rivers and seas, yet to the princess, outside is a small garden. The princess's dearest wish is to leave the palace and see the world with her own eyes. Legends from Deepspace, Sea of Golden Sands prologue. Okay. With Miss Natasha's maiden uniform, no one will recognize me. My 99th escape attempt. Good luck, me! Not long after the boat sets out, a group of guards rushes in from behind.
The water! Over there!
I can't believe it. They found me already? Arrows with several strings attached to their shafts fly. Several pierce the boat and drag it to land. The boat tosses and turns. I lose my patience and fall into the lake with a splash. No! Seaweed wraps around my ankles, pulling me into the depths of the lake. Yet despite being consumed by impending dread, power soon surges forth. It embraces me. My sinking body relaxes. With strength around me, the water is almost comforting. A voice, firm and clear, speaks to me.
Order them to leave. Say nothing of there being another person.
Hi, Rafayel.
Not if you understand.
Drowning is a terrible thing. I nod and my body rises to the surface. That was close. I almost died.
Miss Natasha? What brings you to the lake at this hour?
Her Highness lost her bracelet this morning. I'm retrieving it.
The water is very deep. Her Highness must be using this as a distraction. Check on Her Highness and ensure the doors are locked. The enemy has infiltrated the city. Nobles have already been killed.
After the guards leave, I drag myself to land. Someone else surfaces from the water and approaches. Are you my savior? He looks very good in that, I'm not gonna lie. Are you my savior? Thank you. Yet, why were you underwater? He glances at me, then sits down. He lowers his head and tears a piece of his shirt from his left shoulder. The wound on his shoulder is still bleeding. Is it because of the arrows earlier?
Do not touch me.
We've lost a lot of blood and we're in the water. It will get infected.
If you're begging for aid, keep our meeting a secret.
He uses his torn cloth to bandage his wound. He stands up to leave. But wait! It's upsetting my 99th escape attempt failed. I'll keep my mouth shut, but you should help me. He stops in his tracks.
And if I refuse?
I just need to scream for the guards. They'll come running.
You won't even be able to utter a sound.
I'm not trying to threaten you. He turns around. His face is expressionless, as if waiting for my request. What I mean to say, since you entered the palace, you must know of an escape route. I lean in close and whisper into his ear. Won't you take me with you? He could definitely take me with him, if you know what I mean. I'm in a lot more of a playful mood now that the tears are out, so we should be okay. In the middle of the night, the palace is silent, and outside in the capital, the nightlife has just begun. Bustling market abound. The road is lined with lights and merchants hungry for gold. It's so lively, and everything's so interesting. I've never seen this before. The stranger I met is way ahead of me. I rushed to keep up with him. Wait!
I escorted you out of your palace. My debt is paid.
You sound aloof, but you still allowed me some fun. You're nice. You're not gonna abandon me, are you?
You shouldn't expect too much from strangers.
You've been kind to me, yet I know not what to call you.
My name is of no significance. We'll part ways soon.
I disagree. You're the second most important person to me. I demand to know your name.
I beg your pardon?
As a little girl, my dearest wish was seeing the world outside the palace. After all these years and 99 attempts, he granted it with a lift of his finger. To me, you are my cherished wish-granting spirit. Well, you appeared from the water. Perchance you are like the god of the sea. Mr. Sea God, you...
My name is Rafayel.
There you go, you told us. Rafayel? Did you just make up a name?
And how is Natasha more unique?
Lord Rafayel, there are so many cool things to do and eat. Have you any coin? My pockets are empty. Could you... I will pay you back once I return to the palace.
Allow me to inform you, I plan to visit only the 3rd Street.
Persuasion is one of the few skills I learned as a princess. My god, my cough is coming back with a bite. This skewer is delicious. Oh my god, what did they use? I'll ask the chef to make it when I return to the palace.
What matters is that you enjoy its taste. Nothing more.
They're selling mice. How cute. Oh, we should buy one.
Those are gerbils. They're everywhere outside the city.
Gerbils?
You just ate some.
What? You're lying. Maybe for Rafayel, the 3rd Street is a mirage in the distance. All because I take the time to idle at the 1st Street. Is this makeup? Put some on your wrist so I can smell it.
It's seasoning to be used on meat.
These small lamps are adorable. I should hang one near my bed.
They're spirit lamps. Wait for someone in the palace to take Death's hand before hanging it.
See, I like this because we're very naive. You know, we've been locked away in the castle all our lives. Rafayel is educating us, but he's doing it in his brassy way. Look at that hat! Rafayel, come here, I want it!
It's in the exact style as the one Her Highness wears. No bargaining.
Apparently, many stalls sell items that were worn by Her Highness. I sell fakes. What purpose is there to wear other people's clothes?
Her Highness has a heart blessed by the gods themselves. It protects Philos forevermore,
Philos, why keep
granting
saying Philos?
immortality to its denizens. Thus, everything related to Her Highness is popular.
I knew it all tied back to the heart. A heart everyone admires. However, as a princess, I couldn't care less. I am nothing to those close to me. People visit me only because of this heart, whether out of respect, love, envy, or hatred. I might be the princess, but in reality, I'm a fish in a glass bowl. As long as the fish lives, why inquire about its feelings? If a god does exist, he should claim the heart himself. Raphael's expression changes ever so slightly. Suddenly there's a loud noise behind us.
Over there, quickly.
City guards! I look at Rafayel with a pleading look. Will he abandon me? Fortunately, he grabs me and runs. Along the way, he pulls down racks stocked with various dyes. Ah! We leave the market in a mess. After 2 or 3 turns, we hide in an alley. You ran swiftly, I admit. I almost couldn't... The disappointed look. Rafayel tears up another strip of cloth. Only then do I see a broken arrow in his wound. Are you bleeding again? Oh, we need to find a clinic.
Unnecessary.
He grasps the arrow's shaft and, using some force, pulls it out. You! He tosses the arrow aside. Blood stains the royal seal etched upon his forehead. He doesn't want anyone to know his injuries related to the palace. That's why he refuses to visit a clinic. We can't leave it as it is. You've bled more than enough. Oh, this music is back. Rafayel and I sit on the stairs of the alley. Below us is the market. It might sting because of the medicine. I'll try to be careful and gentle, so bear with it. I carefully tear the fabric surrounding the wound and pour the medicine. Rafayel doesn't even wince. Curious, do you not feel any pain?
When you're prone to getting injured, it all feels the same.
I fell from a tree once, scraped my knee and it hurt.
You? You climbed a tree?
Yeah. I wanted to see what was outside the palace walls.
And?
There was another palace.
If you despise even the mere mention of it, what is stopping you from leaving?
It'd be irresponsible of me. Rafayel looks at the hand I'm bandaging his wounds with.
You are no maid. Does your highness understand the danger of being with the wrong people?
I lower my head, putting down the bandages and medicine. You are correct. I'm not a maid. Neither am I a princess in the truest sense of the word. Not everyone is aware of this secret. I am not a daughter of the Philos royal family. I am no one's child. I am a person who awoke from the depths of the planet. It's because of my heart that I was crowned a princess and treated like a treasure. My status, lavish life, my friends and family, love. It's only because of this heart. I always believed in my existence and my heart were separate. Because without my heart, who am I? Oh. There's nothing to hold as a princess. I can't leave.
Should your highness like to go anywhere, what location?
The sea.
There?
Yes. I lean against the stairs. I read about the sea, beautiful and blue. This world has lots and lots of blues. It is home to adorable fishes and stories. And the sea is a very, very different place from the capital. What's wrong?
How many years? No one said they wanted to visit the sea since.
Have you seen it? Are there tiny, colorful shells on the beach?
Your highness will see it in the future.
There's a small commotion from the streets below. I spot a familiar face in the city guards. It's Natasha. She must have been sent to find me. Rafayel stands up and moves his left arm.
It's been tended to. I am in your highness's debt once more. Farewell. This is the 3rd street.
Wait, what? Rafayel's identity didn't matter. He allowed me to leave my golden cage and enjoy a night of freedom for the first time. There is hope for a second, even a third. Do you plan to visit the palace again? If so, will you see me? I'm not asking for any favors. However, I must pay you back. A princess can't be indebted to her people. Rafayel seems defeated by my terrible excuse.
Am I not in your highness's memory at all?
He takes my hand and then opens and closes it.
Fish I gave. Is it well?
Huh? Rafayel soon returns to the alley. Elder Almond stands in a corner, having waited for a long time.
I saw what happened. Was it her?
Yes.
Why did your quintessence not do it?
The time is yet to come.
Your quintessence is not one to hesitate.
Huh? Rafayel does not respond and continues walking. Almond follows him.
Rafayel, she is no longer that girl. Your quintessence is no longer god of the sea either.
Your tongue's flapping is better now that you're older.
Jesus Christ.
The fire is about to fade. How much time is left? Lemuria's final hope is within our reach.
Raphael stops walking. In his hand, a flame appears. The fire is completely black, its center only carrying a bit of color.
Her powers still slumber. She is unaware of her true self. Acting now would only scare the nobles.
Raphael closes his hand.
Don't forget, we require a complete sea god's heart. It must also be offered willingly.
Then, what is the next step in your quintessence's plan?
The moon sits upon a tree branch. Unconsciously, Raphael's mind drifts back to the girl in the market, her eyes shining brilliantly.
She's very fond of gerbils.
Slowly, his mind begins to wander.
We'll partake in a trip and catch some.
He needs my heart to save Lemuria. Ah! Interesting so far.
Is the dress to your highness's taste?
Yes.
It's too somber. How about this one?
Yes, yes. Choose whatever suits your fancy.
Your highness's coming-of-age ceremony will be in a few days. An event warranting excitement, I would think.
I lie on the floor and tap the glass bowl. The little blue fish inside it chases my finger. Miss Natasha, do you recall who gifted me this fish? We met again a few days ago. How long ago was it? I had read about Lemuria for the first time. That year, the nobles sent over countless gifts for my birthday. Among them was a gift that outshone the rest, a Lemurian. The young man was around my age, his bluish pink eyes cold yet beautiful. The book said Lemuria was an ancient civilization of the deep. Living beneath the waves, the sea god protected them since time immemorial. Every Lemurian was blessed with beauty. Their tears turned into glimmering pearls, their voices brought dreams of wonder, their blood made one live forever, or could even resurrect the dead. Once you tamed a Lemurian, they were the most loyal, powerful servant. They listened to every command, even if it cost them their life. That's referencing back to the ebb and flow bond when Raphael was talking about his tears turning into pearls. As a symbol of luxury, nobles did everything to acquire a Lemurian. To raise an exotic plaything was to flaunt one's wealth and status. Hence, even if I had everything, I still received a very rare gift. That night, I escorted the Lemurian to Moonbath Lake, located in the palace gardens. Were you taken from the deep? Can you tell me about the sea? You won't talk. Oh, I heard Lemurians can charm anyone with a song. Did they cut your tongue?
Ha ha.
You still have it. Good. I meet his weary gaze and then release his shackles. Dive below the lake and you'll be in the city rivers. Keep swimming and you'll be free before dawnfall breaks. The boy gives me an incredulous look. Confirming I'm truly setting him free, he grabs my wrist.
Come with me.
I gaze at the lake's vast surface. I'd love to, but I'm a princess. I also don't know how to swim. Return to the sea. Don't run into any danger or get captured again.
I'll return one day and find you.
He takes my hand. To my surprise, a little blue fish swims between our palms.
Fish are emissaries of the god of the sea. This is my vow to you.
Your Highness was out with that Lemurian that night?
I asked he'd come find me again. If you actually... I tapped the glass bowl. Blue, aren't you an emissary of the god of the sea? You ask him for me?
Your Highness must cease any attempts to venture out publicly. Listen to me.
Miss Natasha rushes to my side and whispers into my ear.
These days, many Lemurians have snuck into the city. It's dangerous to approach him.
Her worries aren't without reason. It was weird Rafayel appeared in the lake that night, but maybe we're overthinking it. Aren't Lemurians easy to tame? Besides, Rafayel knows me. He wouldn't try to do anything to me. The little fish suddenly turns around, looking at the balcony. I notice a small arrow by the railing. The arrow's fletchling slightly trembles, and so does my heart. It must be Rafayel. I shoo Miss Natasha away and grab the arrow. Attached to the fletching was a small note with a fishtail esquisse item. 3 days. Dusk. Miss Natasha?
What is it, Your Highness?
I have a feeling I'll be bedridden this week. A good night's rest is what I require. Do not let anyone disturb me.
But, Your Highness, the coming of age ceremony is in 3 days.
Shit. Well, that's just inconvenient timing, isn't it? I'm going to see boyfriend, you know. I'm not getting that done. The princess's coming of age ceremony is an important event. Nobles from across the land will visit the city to celebrate. The reception, the ceremony itself, everything will be handled by the ministers. During these 3 days, the city is holding festivals and parties. My coming of age will make this year memorable. Meanwhile, I, the main character, only need to appear at the ball as a formality. God, makes us kind of realize how...
Your Highness, the birthday ball is tonight. A princess should not appear before her people.
I'm just saying, it kind of makes me think how lucky we are to just be in the day and age where, you know, we're kind of a bit more free to do whatever we want. Like, we're not restricted by all these sort of rules. So, it's making me think about that a little bit. Sitting at the dressing table, Miss Natasha places the tray in front of me.
Choose a mask. Your Highness will wear it the whole night.
She stands behind me and brushes my hair.
Your Highness will have the first dance to start the ball. A duke is the best choice. The guests are anticipating it. None of them will wear masks. I heard a few are quite handsome.
I don't care about handsome nobles or the ball. My gaze returns to the window. Why isn't the sun setting?
Is Your Highness nervous? Relax. If Your Highness fancies someone, take his hand.
Natasha, is Her Highness ready? We ought to leave now.
Doesn't the ball start at night?
Your Highness must greet the King and Queen before walking into the ballroom with them.
I won't be able to meet Rafayel. Remember how Rafayel contacted me? I quietly asked Miss Natasha to leave and pull out a pen and paper. What should I write? A promise is a promise. Please wait for me till the moon rises. That should do it. I pick up the arrow and tie the note to the fletchling. Startled by a loud noise, I turn to the source. Rafayel was at the foot of the bed. I quickly hide the written note behind me. Oh my lord. Hello. What brings you here?
Sparing you the trouble of sending a note. Come closer.
Okay, that was just fucking smooth. This isn't how you act in someone else's bedchamber, is it?
I'll remember for next time. Has Your Highness never used a fishtail beacon before? It's not being used correctly.
Huh?
Let me teach Your Highness.
What the hell is that?
Holding it like this, I'll sense Your Highness's presence. The beacon is a unique form of Lemurian communication.
Why is that so cool, though?
Keep it. What is Your Highness doing?
Take the mask off. I want to see the
Lemurians
face.
aren't obedient little lambs. Is Your Highness wondering the reason for my attire?
Yes, very much so. Also wanted you to take that mask off.
Tonight we're going on an outing further from here.
A trip far from the city? Lovely, but the ball...
We won't make it. Shall we?
Isn't this too daring? I mean, hey, we went for it. Okay. Oh, you sweetie. Right, hold on. I'm just going to quickly sort my cat out because I think he wants to go downstairs. Okay, I am back. It's time for the trauma. Behind the dunes, I struggle with my dress lace.
Your Highness is smart for having a maid attend the ball instead.
I don't need to worry. She took the same etiquette lessons as me when we were children. People won't know the difference. For now.
Does your Highness need my help?
I tug at my sleeves and dress and then climb over the sand. I turn to Rafayel's side wearing the same clothes as him. Oh? We're wearing the same outfit? Oh wow. I do love a good sunset. You are too handsome for your own good. I mean, if you demand.
If your Highness rather not be a burnt gerbil during daylight or frozen at night, certain clothes are needed.
Huh. But you aren't bundled in layers of cloth.
This won't be valuable in the slightest.
There you go. There's his face.
A Lemurian's life receives some support through this garb.
Oh, shut up.
Curious? Give me your hand. Both of them.
Ugh, so demanding. What's that? A gerbil?
Feed it or roast it nicely over a fire.
No! It's my birthday present. I shouldn't consume it.
It's not necessarily a gift. Gerbils roam the night. Your Highness can catch them anytime you wish. Here. It's delicious. That's all you need know.
Always spoon feeding us.
It's a cake baked in the sand, made with camel milk and tapioca.
Why tapioca of all things? I doubt Lemurians actually eat this.
What does your Highness think we eat?
Fish? Big fishes eat smaller ones as small fishes eat shrimp. Lemurians should eat shells.
Don't they also swim with the tides riding on the back of a sea monster with sharks and rays close behind?
I don't know, you tell me, mate. I love this outfit on her. I stay with Rafayel. Oh, fucking hell, that's a bit too fast for me. I stay with Rafayel until the sun dips below the horizon in the west. I sigh, our farewell approaching. Rafayel, thank you for accompanying me. You once summoned fish and now a sea monster. With a trident, you could be an actual god of the sea.
Cumbersome. I dislike it.
Mr. Sea God, I have another wish. I wish you could show me the sea. Rafayel remains quiet, his gaze lowered. The unsettling silence, hands in the air. As if say such a wish is impossible. Forget it, you don't... Oh. Oops. Is something wrong? Doesn't look so sad.
When your Highness has yet to lay eyes on it, is persistence necessary?
I'll tell you a secret of mine. I actually saw the tides
Perhaps in a dream?
before. Indeed. It often appears in my dreams. The sky gloomy and the water a grey desert. Waves crash against the island in the centre of the ocean. On the island, I am in a hut, surrounded by silence and solitude. My fucking nails coming off. I know that one day, the tides boundless and cruel will take me away. It's as if I'm waiting for someone from the sea to rescue me from this prison.
Your Highness's dreams. What are they, if not the sea?
I don't recall. The dream isn't sweet. As I describe it, Rafayel draws a picture in the sand. Within a few strokes, the scenery from my dream appears. It's exactly like this. Do you know where it is? Oh my god! Shut up! It's fucking cheese. Fuck off, I'm busy! If I could figure out the location, I would know who I am and the heart's origin.
Whence a sea god's legend arose.
Huh? What do you mean?
Your Highness will learn soon enough.
A hint of emotion flashes in Rafayel's eyes. He turns around.
The sun is setting.
In the distance, I marvel at the sight of the marble white city. The palace's golden roof reflects the sunlight. Amidst the golden sands, it is a pearl left behind by the divine. I've never seen the city like this before. It's so lovely, dreamy even. Yet within the taste of freedom and surreal romance, I don't feel at ease. Why would Rafayel appear before me and make my wishes come true? Is it only because we had a chance encounter when we were young? Do you want anything, Rafayel? Anything you desire? You can tell me. Because of this heart, I no longer believe in kindness without reward.
What I desire?
When I needed someone, you were there. You made every one of my wishes come true, and the drawing... It can't be mere coincidence.
Is your Highness not my master?
What kind of master are we talking here? Because, I tend to dabble in a little bit the mistress, but we don't talk about that. Rafayel's gaze lingers on my face. Master?
Once Lemurians are bound to someone, we can never go against them.
Hey, hold on. I need to fix this because this is really bugging me. Give me a minute. Okay. Are you referring to the time you were gifted to me? Taming requires plucking a Lemurian scale. I did nothing of the sort.
Our bond has existed for years.
Oh. The wind blows away the sand drawing. Rafayel looks at me and tucks a strand of hair behind my ear.
Long before the sea dried up.
Huh? Wait, what? So is this after the event of the last one, then? The moon's reflection sits still on the still river. A small purple boat is rowed against the Moonbath Lake's current. Night has fallen when Rafayel and I return to the city outskirts. Everyone is already in the midst of the celebration. It seems only the two of us are near the back entrance of the palace. You swam in the river upon being set free? Rafayel stands opposite me, drawing patches on the water's surface with the oar.
Your Highness has never been to the city. Moonbath Lake has 8 rivers running in 8 different directions, each flowing from the city's center. Beyond the Imperium district where the nobles live, each river splits into 8 different streams. There are 64 rivers flowing out of the capital.
No wonder the Lemurians are getting in so easy.
With a network that large, I wouldn't remember which one I swam in.
Beyond the palace, there are walls, and beyond the walls, a network of hidden passages. It must have been difficult. What happened after we parted ways? Were you gifted to someone else, or...
What does your Highness believe? If I'm to be presented, my master should be the one to give me up.
I'm different from the nobles who treat Lemurians like presents.
Worry not. I could only be captured if I wanted it to happen.
In other words, you allowed yourself to be captured? To see me? It was a joke, but when Rafayel remains silent, I feel awkward. Is that the truth? So you do want something. Otherwise, why else? Rafayel is quiet, and then he bows before me.
Even if I had a scheme at my fingertips, I would be honest.
Once we're at the center of the lake, he drops the oar.
Your Highness can return to the palace from here.
Before I can figure out whether or not Rafayel was jesting from his expression, he's already in the process of leaving. Far away from shore. Are you truly leaving me here?
Your Highness can row a boat. Here are the oars.
Is this how you avenge yourself? Because I learned of your secret? Petty.
It's best for all creatures of the deep to have a flawless memory.
Rafayel! Rafayel stands on the water surface and turns to look at me.
Does your Highness have another request?
No. It's... walking on water seems fun. I wanted it too. The corner of his mouth curls and he slowly walks back. Instead of taking my hand, he looks at me.
Your Highness throws caution to the wind.
Won't you save me? I still need to repay you.
I'm the least bit interested in gold.
But, your master, you'll carry out my orders regardless.
Is your Highness satisfied now?
A little. Rafayel reaches out with his other hand.
Now I'm fully satisfied.
Why is this one cute? Wait, actually, I should probably not say that. I got too much trauma from Silas and Rafayel, Silas and Zainsmiths. Rafayel takes my hands and guides me off the bow. Unwilling to let him have an advantage, I pretend to have a misstep. I fall toward him, and then I'm in his arms. You...
How can I escort your Highness to the sea if a ripple is frightening?
Didn't you say the sea has dried up? Rafayel pats the back of my head.
Look down.
In Raphael's embrace, I see my feet floating above the water surface. How miraculous! I can walk on water!
Is it amusing?
Excited, I look up only to get lost in Raphael's eyes. I mean, yeah, his eyes are very pretty. Indeed, it's as fun as I imagined it to be. Aww. He's showing her a new world. This is basically Aladdin and Jasmine, isn't it? No pun intended from Zainsmith. Fearing he might suddenly want to fall around and let go, I tighten my grip.
Why is your Highness squeezing me so tightly?
Don't let me go, Jack! No, I should not joke about the Titanic, Mim. That's a low blow. I take Raphael's hand and walk on the rippling lake. Were you messing with me on purpose when I stepped off the boat?
Engaging in tomfoolery is a tactical plan.
Rude. I look at our reflection on the lake. Is walking on water another skill of yours? Truly, to be a Lemurian is to be blessed. They will never be shackled to one place.
Being a princess must be a bore if your Highness is so easy to please.
You're right. So, will you visit me again?
Depends. Is your Highness's most important person one to visit often?
You remembered? I feel anticipation bubbling in my heart and pretend to be surprised. Yes. Will you surpass him? You're allowed 5 weekly visits. Skeptical, Raphael's mouth curls up. I clear my throat. Or at least 3. I would like to appreciate the market at night and see what's beyond the city and spend a few days in a nearby town.
Is this your Highness's answer or a wish?
Is that too much to ask? We can only visit the market at night and leave the city. Nearing the shore, I jump onto land.
Did your Highness have fun?
I did. I celebrated my birthday.
Does your Highness's prior birthday balls not count?
No. Those were for the princess. Today was for me.
Let this be the birthday gift I owe your Highness.
So, next time... Standing on the surface of the lake, Rafayel releases me.
I must leave the city in a few days.
There it is. I am saddened, but then I remember Rafayel is a Lemurian. He has somewhere else to live. Since there's still time, can we meet again? Yet, with the seas dried up, where could you go?
A Lemurian is obligated to do his duty.
Based on Raphael's expression, I shouldn't continue asking. How soon? Can I see you off?
Not immediately. I wish to take you somewhere before my departure.
The girl's silhouette appears in the window on the palace's second floor. Only when the lights are off does Rafayel turn around.
You're here.
Amun steps out from the shadows.
Is this the location where she set your quintessence free years ago? Perfect. The island of songs mentioned in the legend has been found. You no longer need to play suitor.
As Amun speaks, he hands Rafayel a dagger.
It can carve out the heart. I leave it to your quintessence to decide.
Rafayel takes the dagger, running his thumb along the edge of the blade.
Are the legends to be believed?
I believe in your quintessence. Her method of acquiring the heart wasn't forgotten, was it? If that island sparked the beginning of our demise, then everything should end there. The Lemurians cannot be deceived again.
Your words ring true.
With a flick of his wrist, Rafayel puts the dagger away. He turns and leaves.
Yet what if the legends are incorrect?
Oh no. I knew it was going too cute. There was always going to be something wrong. Lemurians who seeketh absolute power, combat the treacherous tides, dive into the deep for pearls, find a true love. When blessed with a true love's kiss, claim her heart by her own hand. A heart pure, flawless, and filled with love. It is the best offering humans can give to Lemurians. Shit. Half a month later, the weather has been poor, so fewer people visit the stables in the city outskirts to chat. I sit quietly in the corner wearing the clothes Rafayel gave me. One of them is a cloak to better disguise myself.
The winds are howling. Look at the sand. Half of it is blown away.
I hear something's been found underneath the granules.
I'm not surprised. Our city is a miracle. Why else is the only source of water located here?
Rafayel returns and hands me a full water skin, and then there's another one on his waist. Are we traveling to a distant land?
Consider it a place your highness wishes to see.
I want to see it. A Lemurian dressed like Rafayel walks towards us. He's wearing the same unassuming robe, but it's very obvious he's muscular. He hands Rafayel the reins to a camel, and then turns to me. He is anything but a friend. His gaze scrutinizes me. If eyes were weapons, I'd be gravely wounded. Rafayel, he...
You dare speak the name of the god of the sea.
Huh? His gaze stops on my chest as though he's trying to burn a hole in it. Before he could possibly start trouble, he steps back and his forehead touches the floor. Why is he bowing to me? The sudden reverence makes me panic and I hide behind Rafayel.
He is not. Ignore him.
He stands, glares at me, and then leaves. Lemurians are rather weird. After the Lemurian called Amun gave us the camel, our journey began. They say Philos has 100,000 zetimeters of sand, and after crossing them is another 100,000 zetimeters waiting. Amun is our guide, walking ahead of us. There are only 2 camels. I sit behind Rafayel, my arms wrapped around his waist. Rafayel, Amun called you the god of the sea. Are you the strongest Lemurian?
A god of war would be a more apt title for that.
The Lemurian tales I've read said the god of the sea died here long ago. I'm sorry, you must refer to it as a slumber. How can there still be a god of the sea?
Does your highness know why he perished?
No. Wait, is this in relation to the last myth? Huh? Rafayel turns his head ever so slightly.
His heart was stolen by humans.
But if you're the god of the sea... I put my hand on Rafayel's chest.
What is your highness doing?
Hurry up, I want to see what happens! Checking your heartbeat, if there is one. Rafayel pulls my hand away and holds it in his.
Don't touch me.
What if I wanna? After what feels like ages, we arrive at a huge sand dune. The camel refuses to go any further, so we continue our journey on foot. Otome has long since disappeared, leaving behind footsteps for us. Rafayel is guiding me, but walking on the sand is harder than expected. One step forward is my slipping 2 times, yet he walks unhindered. You're ahead of me, yet refuse to wait. Awful. The least you can do is talk. Once we return, I'll leave you to dry in the sun.
I can hear your highness.
I sit down in the sand, narrowing my eyes as Rafayel approaches. You walk too quickly. Are you planning to blah blah blah? Are you planning to abandon me if I can't keep
Your
up?
highness will be the one to dry out in the sun if your highness keeps sitting here.
I'm tired, okay?
Come here.
I mean, if you insist. I can't. It's too...
Sandfish.
Ah! I scamper to Raphael's side and then realize something's wrong. I don't see any animal here. You scared me. Raphael takes his chance to hold my hand.
Walk in my footfalls along the sands.
Oh. I walk on Raphael's footprints, following close behind. It is easier to move when the sand has already been stepped on. Raphael, how long will it take? Raphael looks over his shoulder, and then he frowns.
Why is your highness walking in such a manner?
Don't change the subject. The sunlight is too strong. Let me hide in your shadow. He turns and pours some water into my hood. Then he pulls it up. I feel cooler.
Does your highness require me to hold a parasol?
Asshole! Oh god, where's the trauma? Hold on. Our destination seems to be far away. At night we rest, the wind blowing against our backs. I sit by the fire, hugging my knees. The black flames don't flicker. They burn silently like the man who lit them. No energy, no warmth, and no hope in sight.
Amund won't return for some time. Your highness may rest.
Since we arrived at this dune, Raphael has talked less. His mind is preoccupied. Wonder why. This trip is very different compared to our previous ones. Raphael, I'm a little cold. It's difficult to get close to him. I can only spit out a pitiful excuse. Raphael moves closer and wraps a blanket around me. It's so quiet. Can you sing for me? I've never heard a Lemurian sing before. Okay, now as long as it's not like Silas singing, we're okay. Raphael?
Ask for something else.
You say we shared a bond? Why aren't you fulfilling my requests?
Bonds can change.
Tell me a story about your past.
Naught can be said.
Tell me something interesting. Anything will do.
I met your highness, a silly human. Is that interesting?
Many like to be solemn in this world. It would be interesting to meet a silly person like myself. I already know what happened after our meeting. Tell me something I don't know. It can be things I've never heard of, yet you're familiar with.
Such as an intruder committing murders?
I already guessed Raphael was one of the intruders, so I'm not surprised. Why do Lemurians need to kill humans? Revenge?
Your highness and I know revenge is meaningless. The seas are but sands for 30,000 years. We only want one thing.
The Lemurians want to go home?
Yes. We must awaken the seas and return to our homeland.
Sucks that they have to kill humans to do it, though. The desert is really cold at night. After resting for a while, we continue our journey. Before all the warmth leaves my body, Raphael drags my body to the top of the sand dune.
We're here.
The radiant moonlight allows us to see what's down below. The undulating sands are silvery white, similar to the waves in my dream. Hidden in these sandy tides are ruins, its structures of various sizes. Where are we?
The Island of Songs.
Uh-oh. It sounds familiar. Rafayel, I think I've been here before. Something is calling out to me. Not waiting for Rafayel, I hurry and run into the ruins. So, like, for her, it's basically the equivalent of returning home. Jesus. This is turning sad again, people. I'm not sure I like it. Golden sands cover what was once an island. Fragmented walls and scattered roof tiles cover the ground. Withered branches reach to the sky. I feel like I know this place. I walk around. Rafayel quietly follows after me, seemingly waiting for something. I've walked these streets. I've seen these roof tiles. We're in. I run my hand along the wall, reaching a broken window. I can almost hear the grey waves lapping at the rocks. The loneliness and silence from my dream materialize, wrapping around me. This is the place I've dreamed about. This used to be where Lemuria was?
Your Highness remembers.
My dream, I was doing the same thing, over and over. And next to me was... I start to dig. My intuition tells me an object of great importance is near. You said a sea god's legend originated from here. There has to be. I find a slab cracked in the ruins. My heart is racing as I hold it. This is it! I only calm down when Rafayel puts his hand on mine.
Those who share a bond with the god of the sea can read the slab. Does your Highness have the fishtail beacon?
It's rare for Rafayel to be very solemn. Deep down, I sense an unpredictable event is about to happen. Yes? I remove it from the belt on my waist and Rafayel holds it with
The
me.
pain will last for a moment.
Pain? Before I can react, he cuts our palms with the beacon. Ouch! Our wounds begin to bleed. Rafayel grips my hand tightly till our blood mixes on the slab. From where our blood fell, light appears. The breeze blows away the dirt on the slab's surface. The light glows brighter and brighter, and golden symbols manifest before us. This is...
The tome of the sea god.
Oh my god, the tome of the sea god? What does it contain? Like golden leaves on the water, the symbols float and form words.
It's Lemuria's history and the sea god's prophecy.
I don't understand the ancient Lemurian text, but a symbol stands out to me. I recognize this. I touch the floating golden symbol. At that moment, a white light is emitted. The sensation I feel winds around me like a thread reaching my mind. It's... me? What does the prophecy say, Rafayel? How is it related to me? Rafayel looks at the text again. Because of the slab's deorientated state, there are gaps between the golden symbols.
The seas will dry up.
Anything else?
When the god of the sea is revived, the seas will awaken. To take back what he's lost, the god of the sea must kill his beloved.
Everything becomes clear. The heart belongs to the god of the sea. More threads appear in my mind, twirling and spinning. If his heart is not returned, the fire will fade, and eternal slumber awaits him. I lift Raphael's hand. A black fire burns in his palm. I clench my fist, blood dripping onto the flame. It burns brighter. In those fires, I see us of another time. Desiring the sincerest worship of mortals, thou must offer an irreplaceable object. See God's heart, mine heart, dost thou want it? Said that in the last bond, the last myth. The fire flickers and nightfall returns. Rafayel and I silently stare at each other. You're the god who gifted me this heart.
Prophecies are but delusions. They are not reality.
But if you took me here to reclaim the heart... I take Raphael's hand, which holds a dagger, and press it against my chest. I will give it back to you.
Do you understand the weight of your words?
Of course. I made a vow. You are the god of the sea who has my sincerest devotion. My heart exists for this very reason.
Though you are resolved for its return, I cannot accept it.
What? Why not?
A god must protect his followers.
I'm gonna just stop wearing this jumper, because every time I wear this jumper I start crying.
If the legend pertaining to the god of the sea is inevitable...
Raphael lifts his hand. Amongst the floating words, every symbol that represents me is consumed by a black flame.
Shouldn't the god of the sea himself change the story?
What are you doing, Raphael? This is the Lemurian prophecy! The symbols which represent me are engulfed in flames, vanishing from the story. My memories of Raphael begin to disappear. No, you can't!
If the ending is fixed, let us start anew and be rid of this tale.
As the black fire continues to burn, something is being torn from my body. It is my bond, my vow with Raphael engraved deep within my soul. Raphael, stop! No! Looking at Raphael's face, I fall into a trance. Why am I here? Raphael! The name's so familiar. How do we meet?
It will soon fade away, like a dream.
No, I don't want to forget. There is only emptiness.
Lemurians must rewrite their own story, with their own hands.
Raphael. Who is Raphael? The person before me is a stranger. Darkness akin to the deep drowns my vision. Before my eyes close, I see a dull shade of bluish pink.
Goodbye, my beloved bride.
I dreamt a long dream. No grey waves, no links of islands, a desert of blue. I think if the desert is azure, it ought to look like the sea. Down this blue, a young man, the god of the sea, holds a girl's hand. They walk to the horizon. The god of the sea gestures for waves to bloom under the girl's feet. Fish swim. White gulls encircle overhead and sing as they land on her shoulder. The god of the sea, this is the happiest day of his life. When he kisses her, he devotes the entire ocean to his beloved. Waking up from my dream, I do not recall how the god of the sea appeared.
Your Highness, I thought we would never see each other again. Now you are back, but... Your Highness seems despondent. A shell. What happened?
Nothing happened. Have I forgotten something?
No. Your Highness has been well, and yet tried to run away again.
Why does it feel like I'm missing?
Your Highness has been staring at the fish again.
It's Natasha. Who gifted me this fish?
Your Highness's most important person.
The most important person. Could be...
Your Highness, why are you by the lake again?
It's Natasha. Did I meet someone here by the lake?
How can a person be on the water, Your Highness?
You're right. A boat floats peacefully on the lake. I feel like I've walked on its surface before.
Your Highness will fall in by taking another step.
I look down to see my feet are submerged. Ah, so I can't walk on water. Where did that blurry memory come from? life as a princess is calm and a bore, yet I have no will to leave the palace. Instead, a dark shadow is burning my heart like a flame. Falling into this abyss, I'm slowly being eaten away.
Your Highness seems preoccupied.
Nah, I think we're going into depression, mate. That's what this game should be. It's just called Love and Depression.
There's been a development in the city. Is Your Highness interested? The guards have found the enemy's base.
The enemy?
The Lemurians. They're responsible for the recent assassinations.
Lemurians have...
The king is upset. His Majesty wants to capture all Lemurians and leave them to dry in the desert.
What? Why?
Rumors say their ultimate plan is to awaken the seas, yet they have long since dried. If the Lemurians are successful, won't everyone drown below the waves?
To awaken the seas. Where's Rafayel?
Rafayel?
I should remember the name. I am stunned the moment this name falls from my lips. Why does it sound so familiar?
Oh, I believe it's the name of the young Lemurian that was gifted to Your Highness years ago.
Lemurian. Within the dark, fiery recesses of my mind, a butterfly seems to burst from its cocoon. I go to my bed and take an object from underneath my pillow.
The fishtail beacon! Lemurians use that as a weapon. Why does Your Highness have it?
It's called a fishtail beacon? I hold it. Possibly I've held it with someone when they cut their palms. The first time I saw it embedded on my balcony's railing, I attached it was a note I had been waiting for. I remember someone holding my hand, and I'll be able to sense Your Highness's presence holding it like this. I hold the fishtail beacon. It vibrates in my hands, glowing faintly. Rafayel. Punching the beacon, I look back at Miss Natasha. Remember?
Your Highness is acting strange. Is something wrong?
I have an important meeting today. Rafayel said he would leave the city. If there's anything left for me, it's the person who's taken care of me all of these years. Miss Natasha? I hug her tightly. After I depart, please take care of yourself.
Your Highness?
I gaze at her one last time before letting her go. Oh no, please do not give me more trauma! The weather is beautiful. Shining like silver, 34 rivers run to the city outskirts. Numerous boats float along the water. People play music and sing, and the pearl white city is radiant. I recall Rafayel used one of the rivers to leave the palace, or this place. Observing the city's hustle and bustle was once my wish. Now I pay it no attention. I run through the streets, grasping the beacon even tighter. I hadn't even realised my hand is bleeding. Everything I've forgotten is a dream left behind in the island of songs, along with the burnt remains of the ancient Lemurian prophecy. I am a dreamer, waking up from her dream. I remember everything. Rafayel, wait for me. You have to wait for me. I don't even notice the bloodied fishtail beacon's glow. Outside the station, a moon sees it's time to leave.
What is your quintessence waiting for? I have served as a Lemurian elder for centuries. Your quintessence is the first god of the sea who dared rewrite the tome of the sea god, refusing to take her heart. Your quintessence's life must burn away.
What matters is our opportunity to return home. Having a god of the sea makes no difference.
Rafayel remains silent. A sensation akin to sprouting vines slowly climbs from his heart, ensnaring his very soul. Amun spots the glowing fishtail beacon being held.
Didn't your quintessence say the bond was destroyed?
A girl's shout can be heard from the city. Rafayel turns back. Among the humans, he can only see a disheveled white robe. She is a butterfly, or rather a silvery white fish swimming towards him.
How?
Yeah, you can't get rid of me that easily, you bitch! I'm coming back! Rafayel! Fortunately, he was still there. I managed to catch up to them. It's the first time I've seen that Lemurian be so surprised.
You...
Hi! I stopped some distance away from him. You're going to abandon me and leave me alone? I tried to catch my breath as I walked towards him. If gods do exist in this world, then Rafayel, you must be worst one. How could you leave your follower behind? You also promised to show me the sea. I stop by the white camel and meet his gaze. I am not one who easily forgets. I won't be returning to the palace.
Do you even know where we are headed?
Our vow is eternal. You'll have to do more to get rid of me.
You've decided then.
Rafayel takes my hand. With his help, I get on the camel and sit behind him.
I may actually take your heart.
You can take it in the right way this time. I told you before. If you are a god who can claim my heart, then claim it. Take me away. The dust rises and the white divine camel walks into the sunset. Deep within the palace, the little blue fish slowly turns into a silver scale and sinks to the bottom of the glass bowl. That was the scale?! At dusk, the palace Her Highness has tried to escape from 99 times and the capital are left behind. The princess doesn't spare them a glance. Phylos' seas have dried up for 30,000 years. The prophecy of gold has faded. Maybe they'll never again be churning rivers or boundless seas. The princess with a god's heart, the god of the sea who saved her, the Lemurian who rescued her from a cage time and time again, they will meet once more. Rafayel, where are we going?
Didn't you want to visit the sea? We'll head to Whalefall City.
Is this one actually got a happy ending? Oh my god! A myth had a good ending! Oh my god! You have no idea how happy I am I left Rafayel now to last. We actually got a good fucking ending. I am so happy right now. I was about to be traumatized again. I nearly cried when Rafayel made us forget, which was very shit, by the way, because that didn't last very long. Oh my god. Do you know what? I'm actually very happy to say that is the last of the myths for the time being. We've done all of 2 of Silas's, 2 of Xavier's, 2 of Zane's, and 2 of Raphael's. Oh my god, am I catching up with content? This is the first time in like 2024 we've even started even remotely catching up to something. I'm sorry, that's made my fucking year now. Let's just wait until the next love interest drops and then we got myths for them and then we're gonna go back to traumatized land again.